Welcome to Winchester Ammunition's Prime for 2022 New Product Experience. I'm Chris Kiefer.
I'm Becky Yackley. Chris, it's good to be here with you. We're here to talk about Winchester's new for 2022 ammunition products, and then really look at a few key products that are going to be introduced for the millions of sport shooters around the world. So with so many new people getting involved in the shooting sports, as well as the millions of first-time gun buyers, buying the correct ammunition is an important decision.
That's right, and it feels so good to get back out on the road again and to see the excitement in all the people and the youth that are getting involved in shooting ranges. It really is about being with friends, being with family, getting outside and enjoying it with the millions of new shooters, and the numbers continue to grow.
Absolutely. So with more than 60 million target shooters in the United States, and that number is growing, it's great to see the people getting involved and Winchester continuing to lead. You know, they're supporting the youth organizations, the shooting sports in general, but really coming up with new and innovative ways to get people out on the range.
That's right, and they're making more and more ammunition, which is a good thing for competition, for recreation, for personal defense, and that's really what we're here to talk about. So we're gonna jump right in to the 2022 new ammunition products for sport shooting, a few for the training at the range and personal defense. And keep in mind that you can visit the full lineup at any time at winchester.com.
Yes, we are excited to talk about ammunition products, both as users of the ammunition, and then talk with a few people from Winchester for a bit of a behind the scenes at the development of the products and more details, the features and benefits, if you will. So the people out there who want to learn more, make sure you're following us on social.
That's right, so let's get started.
Hey Dusty, I'm excited to be here and talk with you about the USA Ready lineup of ammo. This is ammo that I and my family have shot for several years, and you're going to tell us more about the entire line of USA Ready, but also speak more about the self-defense rounds, yeah?
Yeah, so USA Ready is a select grade of ammunition that Winchester developed for very accurate target shooting purposes, as you know.
Yes, we've used this for several years, so we've shot the 9, we've shot the 40, the 223, the 62 grain open tip. And I love this. We've actually shot this for groups out to 300-ish yards.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, comparing it to our hand loads. And this stuff performs so well that it is a great tool to have to know we can pick this up and know how it's going to perform.
Absolutely, and new for 2022, we're actually coming out with a 140 grain 6.5 Creedmoor and 6.5 PRC.
Nice, that'll be great.
So those 140 grain bullets, we've had a lot of feedback from consumers that they want a little bit heavier bullet weight in Creedmoor. Going from 120 to 130 grain bullets all the way up to that 140 is going to give you better distance, a little bit less wind reaction at distance.
That's awesome. I feel like I want to say, can I get some right now? Where is
Pretty soon.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I know, so that's the USA Ready, like the target shooting competition line. What else is new for the defense, USA Ready Defense?
Yeah, so USA Ready Defense was introduced last year with 9s, 40s, and 45s. And new for this year is a new 10mm option loaded to 1250 feet per second, which achieves muzzle energies similar to .357 Magnum.
Nice, nice. So what is special about this projectile?
So the USA Ready Defense projectile is loaded with a hex vent insert in the hollow point. Traditional hollow point bullets are prone to getting clogged up with material upon impact. And the hex vent insert, as you can see there in the hollow point, is a rigid polymer that actually helps to force that bullet open upon impact.
Right.
So it helps to peel those petals back.
So the projectile does its job.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It directs material flow correctly down into that hollow point cavity for more consistent performance.
So this is definitely your concealed carry, your self-defense round.
Absolutely, yeah. So these rounds were developed for typically those concealed carry pistols. For example, with our 9mm 124 grain plus P load, that achieves the muzzle energy out of shorter barrels that you still need for that bullet to expand.
All right, well that is all great information for people to have. So if you want to learn more about the USA Ready line, things like the lot information that you can get for every lot, you just look under the lid and it's got the lot. You can go online and find out information on it. But go to winchester.com and you can find all of that there.
I'm here with Dusty Gibson from Winchester to talk about the Defender ammunition line, specifically the new 12 gauge for personal defense. Now, the Defender line has been a mainstay of Winchester for a long time, and it really is amazing how you guys have evolved this line over the years.
Yeah, well, thanks, Chris, and you're right. Winchester has continued to innovate the Defender lineup, and that spans across rifle, pistol, shot shell, and even rimfire ammo.
So talk to me about this specific cartridge that's coming out for 2022. What's the mainstay in this?
Yeah, so we're really excited about this product because it's a #2 copper-plated lead shot.
That's amazing. #2 is a very unique offering because normally you would use a buckshot in a personal defense round. So taking a #2 and adding it to this, and especially copper-plated, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah, and really the story here is that it's great for those close range situations, home defense applications, where the #2 shot is going to deliver a lot of energy on target. It delivers about 100 pellets on target. So you're delivering a pretty substantial payload with 1 1/8 ounce payload. It's also loaded to 1145 feet per second, so it has very manageable recoil.
Well, that's incredible. That is a lot of pellets on target. I love the fact that it's got low recoil. And for someone who closely follows new ammunition products and offerings, this is another solid choice when it comes to choosing a product for personal defense applications. And of course, if you want more information, you can always check out the Defender line at winchester.com.
Dusty, there are millions of people who participate in target shooting, whether that's recreation or just enjoying a competition with their family and friends. People get out there to the range and those numbers are growing. It's great to see, and they do it because it's fun, it's safe, it's outside, maybe it's inside, but there's so much to offer there. You know, there's so many things they can do. I personally am really proud to be tied to Winchester in that they are supporting the sports shooters and the organizations in the way that they are, and seeing them continually bringing great products to market for those of us who spend our time on the range. It's impressive and I love it.
Well, you're right, Becky, and Winchester's support of the shooting sports is probably at the highest levels that it's ever been in the history of our brand. And I'm really excited today to talk about our AA line of shot shells, which is one of our longest running product lines and one that's very near and dear to us in the shooting sports realm. It serves everything from recreational shooting all the way to very elite competition. And speaking of competition, our AA diamond grade lineup of shot shells is engineered exactly for those competitive shooters.
That's great. Dusty, I know that a lot of people have been waiting to see a diamond grade shell in 20 gauge. Do you want to share more about what makes diamond grade what it is?
So diamond grade is all about the shot. Diamond grade shot is actually made with very high antimony, and antimony is actually an element that's added to lead. When you add that to lead, it makes the lead harder, and the harder the shot, the straighter it flies. So with diamond grade, you achieve very tight patterns. That high antimony shot stays together as it flies downrange, very true and very consistent while you're trying to break targets.
So consistent patterns, harder shot, that's part of what makes diamond grade what it is?
Exactly, and loading it into a 20 gauge has some really big benefits as well, because obviously 20 gauge is a little bit smaller shell. You get a few less pellets than you do with 12 gauge. So you need any advantage possible when you're shooting 20 gauge.
Yeah, I would feel that.
So when you load 20 gauge with diamond grade shot, you get the best of the best.
Awesome.
You get those tight patterns from a 20 gauge, and you're not giving up quite as much as you usually would when you're not having as many pellets.
So Dusty, the traditional AA's, what is the percent of antimony in them?
So those are loaded with 6% antimony shot, and the diamond grade is actually 8% antimony shot. Additionally, diamond grade shot is precision sorted. So when that shot, before it gets loaded into the shot shell, it actually gets filtered through, and only the most round pellets make it into a loaded diamond grade shell.
So really good shot, hard shot.
It's the best shot out there.
Awesome, awesome. Well, if you want to learn more about any of these products, AA's, diamond grade, anything at all, make sure you head to winchester.com, follow us on social media, and we will see you on the range.
Well, Dusty, I know this next product line from Winchester has been around for a very long time. It's been tried, true, and tested, no doubt about it. There's been some life breathed into the personal defense side, but you guys have some new offerings for 2022 in the silver tip line.
That's right. So the silver tip lineup has been one of Winchester's most trusted personal defense products for a very long time across centerfire pistol, all the way from 380 across the gamut up to 10 millimeter.
I love a good 10 millimeter. I've used it in Alaska, I carry it for personal defense myself, so I'm glad to see that that's offered in silver tip.
Absolutely, and we've also introduced some rifle calibers as well.
Now that's interesting because not a lot of people think about rifle when it comes to home defense or personal defense, but you guys have got the silver tip offering. Tell me a little bit about that and why that bullet is really good for that.
Yeah, rifles for personal defense is becoming a trend, and so we've introduced some options in 223, 300 blackout, and 308, and they have this large diameter polymer tip that really helps that bullet to expand and dump all of its energy upon impact.
So what other things can we expect from the cartridges and the offerings that's going to come from the silver tip line in 2022?
Yeah, so we're introducing a 22 Magnum cartridge, which is great for those pocket pistols. If you're looking for a deep concealment pistol, just something for a quick trip down to the store or something like that, 22 mag is a great option. And silver tip will now have a jacketed hollow point 22 mag.
So what else about that bullet makes it special for the silver tip line?
Yeah, so we've engineered that bullet to still achieve proper expansion even when it's fired through those short barrel pistols that you'd find in a common concealed carry setup.
Well, I got to tell you, Dusty, that is great information. And whether you're someone that's just new to the personal defense or you're experienced in it, understanding bullet types and training is very, very important. And if you want to check out the entire line of silver tip, remember, anytime you can visit Winchester.com. Well, Becky, we have covered a lot today, some solid product offerings once again from Winchester. They continue to show their innovation and manufacturing excellence, and simply put, they just offer products for all types of people who like to shoot, whether it's for fun, for sport, or for training on the range.
Yes, and you know, what a lineup they have for 2022, Chris. I mean, we're fortunate to have an opportunity to talk to people like Dusty and others at Winchester that have this exceptional knowledge of the products and the things that they continue to introduce for the hunters and the shooters on the range that makes a difference both in the field and for us in competition. So even though I've been around firearms and ammunition for a long time, I still try to learn more.
I agree. Both you and I are at the range and in the field quite often, and we are so thankful for the opportunity to be working with Winchester and provide feedback on all the products that they offer. And as a reminder, you can visit Winchester.com for the full lineup of 2022 products and everything that they're doing.
So head there and find out more or follow us on Winchester's social media channels for updates throughout the year.
We look forward to seeing you in the field soon.